Hello Internet, Daniel here with www.cleanupmypc.us. Today I will be teaching you about computer virus removal using free online programs. This is a guide for beginners or anyone without any experience, so we're going to be keeping it pretty basic. What I have learned is that when someone realizes that they have a computer virus, they tend to do one of three things. They pay a technician tons of money to come in and fix the problem. They buy a Cure-All program online that may or may not give them the results they're looking for. Or they go out and they buy a new computer. Today I would like to introduce to you a fourth option. It's the do-it-yourself option, and it's appealing because you can get the results you're looking for without having to pay anything. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Begin by visiting the site www.cleanupmypc.us. I'll include a link in the description if you don't feel like typing it in. You can see the home screen here features the safety penguin and just a small introduction to the website, what you can expect. The link we're looking for is near the bottom of the page. It's called Stop the Pop-ups and Get My Computer Running Normally. First page here is just a little introduction page. Some of the programs that we're going to be using. You can go ahead and read through this if you want, but for time's sake here, I'm going to go ahead and continue. And you can see step by step it goes through. It's got pictures for you, very easy to follow, but for time's sake here, I'm just going to give you a quick preview of how everything should look. We're going to go ahead and download Malwarebytes Anti-Malware. Clicking the link at the top of the page redirects you to TechSpot. You can go ahead and download the program. If you're running Internet Explorer, more than likely it's going to stop you. Right up here. Go ahead and download the file. Save the file to your desktop. File begins downloading and saving. Shouldn't take too long, depending on how fast your internet connection is. It's done already here. Minimize, minimize. And you can see here's the icon. Alright, I'm going to begin showing you guys how to install this program. It's pretty easy here. Go ahead and run your language. Next, accept the terms. Next, where you want to save the file. Desktop icon, quick launch icon. I'm going to go ahead and make a desktop icon and install. Program begins installing. Pretty easy stuff. In the end here you want to make sure you have update and launch checked. That way when you close the installation it goes ahead and updates for you so you have the latest version. Lets you know it's been updated. And the program starts running. Now from here you can go ahead and run your scans, quick scan, full scan. We're not going to run our scans here, we're going to restart our computer in safe mode. To do that you want to restart, and when Windows begins to load or you see the Windows logo with the loading underneath, you're going to go ahead and tap the F8 key, use the arrow keys on your keyboard to scroll up to safe mode, and hit enter to boot your computer in safe mode. The instructions are on the website, pretty easy to follow, but we're going to go ahead and run in safe mode, our first scan. And unfortunately when I reboot in safe mode here, I'm not going to be able to record any of my voice, so you guys are just going to have to watch, see what it looks like. It's pretty easy to follow, and then once the scan is complete I'll come back and let you guys know what you can expect. Alright, you guys got a little glimpse there at what safe mode looks like. Basically just a black background for your desktop with larger icons. Just locate that Malwarebytes icon, load it up and scan your computer. You can see that object scan for me, objects infected was 0. But if you did find something malicious on your computer, you're going to get a list like this showing the number of infected files. Go ahead and push the show results button. It'll bring up the list, make sure all the infections are checked and that you remove selected. And then it's probably going to ask you to restart. You can go ahead and restart, and if it doesn't ask you to restart, just go start and push the restart button, and when you restart your computer is going to boot back in its normal mode. Alright, after returning from safe mode, hopefully you guys eliminated some of the infections while you were there. You're back to your regular desktop. It's important to make sure you keep this program up to date. You can do that from the home screen. Push the Update tab, check for updates, and then you want to run this program about once a month. Alright, hopefully Malwarebytes was able to eliminate some of the problems with your computer. We're back at the website here. We're going to start downloading and installing our second program, which is Spybot Search and Destroy. Again, you just click the link at the top of the page. Redirects you to a website where you can easily download it. Pushing here. Most likely Internet Explorer is going to stop you again. Download the file. Save it to your desktop. File begins downloading. Alright, it's done. You can go ahead and close. And when you minimize everything, you should be able to find it on your desktop. It's right here, Spybot SD162. We're going to go ahead and start installing it. Pretty easy to follow again here. Accept the terms. And for this screen, I don't need additional languages. I don't want to change the appearance. Download updates immediately, I leave checked. Security Center integration, I leave checked. And separate secure shredder application, I leave checked. And I'm going to create a desktop icon. Make sure you leave the SD timer and the T timer on. And install the program. Program starts installing and should be done shortly. Alright, the installation is complete. And now what you want to do is run the Spybot SD, run T timer, install Security Center integration, and activate Security Center integration. Go ahead and push finish. Program starts loading up for you. Shouldn't take too long here. Just some legal stuff here. Go ahead and push OK. First step in the installation wizard here is to create a registry backup. This is in case it deletes something that you actually needed. I've never had a problem, but I always create a backup anyway. Just takes a couple minutes here. Alright, the backup's been completed. You can go ahead and push next. Search for updates. It's important to keep this up to date. It asks you to pick a location for where you want to update. I usually choose something in the US, but any of these links will work. And just update the important files. You can leave the other files unchecked. Push download. Starts downloading. Doesn't take long at all. Alright, while you were updating, the program should have started loading in the background. Legal stuff again, just push OK. And you're taken to the home screen where you can check for problems. Again, we're going to do this in safe mode. At the startup, when Windows begins to load, you're just tapping the F8 key. You're going to locate your Spybot Search and Destroy icon, double click it, and check for problems. Alright, once again, my scan came back clean, but if you were to find problems, this is what your screen would look like. It'd be a long list of problems. The infections are in red. Go ahead and put check marks next to them. At the top of the screen, just push Fix Selected Problems. Afterwards, it will most likely ask you to restart. If it doesn't, you can go ahead and restart anyway, and you'll be booted back in your regular mode. Alright, we're back from safe mode now. Hopefully you guys were able to find some infections and take care of them. Again, you want to make sure you keep this program up to date. Search for updates. Just pick a place. If it's just other files, there's no more updates. If there's any important files, make sure they're checked and push download. But now that we're back here, we're going to go ahead and immunize. And what this does is just keeps your computer protected from known hazardous files. You can see on top here, shows how many unprotected files you have versus how many protected you have. Go ahead and push the green plus to immunize your system. And this will prevent you from downloading infections that you've already had. Alright, again, we're back at the website here, downloading our final program, AVG Antivirus. What this is going to do is keep your computer safe from future infections. Just double click the image at the top of the screen. Takes you to a place where you can easily download it. And again, you're going to be stopped. Go ahead and download the file. Save it to your desktop. Doesn't take long at all. Close. minimize everything here. Locate your new AVG icon on your desktop. It's right here. Double click it to start the installation. Pretty easy to follow. Again here, English, and then it starts checking your internet connection. You want to select the basic protection unless you want to pay for the full protection. And then it's going to start downloading and installing all the files to your computer. Alright, my download's complete. Go ahead and agree to the license agreement. Just going to check your system status. Doesn't take long at all. Just going to do a standard installation. It registers it to your name. And this part's a little tricky. You have to uncheck Set Yahoo and then uncheck Install AVG Security Toolbar. If you do it backwards, Yahoo will remain checked. So make sure you said uncheck Set Yahoo and then uncheck Install AVG Security, unless you want the toolbars on your internet. Go ahead and push next, next, and it's going to go ahead and install everything. Alright, installation was successful here. You can go ahead and push finish. Go ahead and locate your AVG icon on your desktop and double click it to open the program. First page is just an overview here, shows you everything that's active. Everything should be active except for identity protection. You have another computer scanner here if you want to scan, and the updates button right here. You just push it and it updates. Alright, your computer should now be virus free and you should be safe from future infections. I hope you guys learned something today. Again, if you have further questions, comments, concerns, email is on the home page. Go ahead and check out the site. Enjoy.